friends, we are going to be reacting to Rainbow Six Siege Operation Deep Freeze. This video has actually been uploaded many days before I actually started to record this, but I'm kind of slow and I'm gonna watch this today, right now, with you guys. So let's get into this and click play. And obviously go on.
Hello everyone and welcome to Operation Deep Freeze. I'm Camille Salazar-Hadaway and we're gearing up for the final season of Year 8 of Rainbow Six Siege. To get us started, Creative Director Alexander Karpazis is here with an overview of the season and some roadmap updates.
I think we have a new map coming in as well. It's gonna be in like some cave or something, I'm pretty sure.
Hello everyone and welcome to Operation Deep Freeze. The entire Siege team is really proud of the work that we're about to show you today. Before that, we have some updates on the roadmap that we want to communicate to you. One of the big changes is the shield rework that we talked about earlier in the year. We want to give it a bit more time before we can finally put on the polish that it deserves, which means that we'll be pushing it into Year 9 Season 1.
From Sweden.
However, we want to show you these changes this season, so expect a test server to go live where you can check out all of the work in progress changes we're bringing to Shields, and you'll also have the ability to give us feedback on these changes before they go into the next season. On top of all of this, we have a new operator, Tubarão.
I actually seen some clips of this operator in test servers. In my opinion, this operator is pretty overpowered, but since maybe some of you didn't watch the video, so I'm gonna actually let you watch it, and then I'm gonna speak about this operator and what I think of him. But what I'm gonna say is a bit overpowered for now.
Who's coming to the game, joining Wolfguard and hailing from Portugal. He has a new ability that's quite frosty.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure this operator is gay.
And brings a new element to other gadgets in the game. We have a new map as well, the Lair, which is Deimos's HQ for all of his nefarious deeds.
So if you guys don't know who Deimos is, it's actually like the evil villain of Rainbow Six Siege. That shot one of the guys in the trailer. I forgot his name, like Harry or something from Oxford. I don't know.
There's much more. This is just the tip of the iceberg when we talk about Operation Deep Freeze.
You may have seen the teaser trailer for the new season's map, but now it's time for the full tour.
All right.
We're jetting off to Deimos' secret headquarters, where Assistant Director of Level Design, Mahdi Tayab, will be your guide.
So Lair is coming to Season 4. Lair is a huge military facility inside of a giant cave, and it helped us design different type of gameplay. For example, one of the spawn point, the shooting range, leads directly to the top floor since its elevation is at the same point. So this is one of the cool features of the map. Since it's a cave, you can imagine there's lots of different tunnels, there's lots of access, and these spawns are also very safe. So if we look floor by floor, and let's start with the basement, you can imagine.
Ubisoft needs to stop making these futuristic maps. This game is gonna turn into like Valorant soon, I swear.
Imagine it's very damp, dirty, they work with dangerous chemicals. On this floor we have one objective, lab and lab support. What's interesting is that the lab is right at the center of the layout, so most paths will
This kind of reminds you of Night Heaven.
Inevitably rejoin into the objective, so from round to round you can use different type of strategies, and you'll always find
I don't know what to think of this map.
The first floor, in contrast with the basement, is a lot cleaner, it's a lot brighter. On this floor we have two objectives. One of the objective is the bunk and briefing room. Interesting thing is that players on defense will have to watch out for the reachable external wall, but we made sure to give enough covers on both ends to make sure that the defenders have enough flanking path. If we go on the other side of the floor, we have armory and weapon maintenance, and from there players on attack can use the shooting range to get into the objective. Let's talk about the second floor. Also very different compared to basement and first floor. It has a more refined look. We have an objective there, which is office and R6 investigation room.
So you need to stop making these labyrinth maps. I swear there's corners and corners everywhere. There's gonna be people camping everywhere on this map.
Outside of it, there's a mezzanine that attackers can use, and there's entries.
Tell me this doesn't remind you of Night Haven Labs, like the outside bit.
Right into the objectives, but they have to watch out because defenders also have vantage point into the mezzanine. So what excites me the most about this map is there's lots of way to attack, defend, and lots of different way to strategize all of it. Lair won't be bannable for Operation Deep Freeze, and we hope you enjoyed the map.
Hopefully
Operation
we can.
Deep Freeze will mark the full launch of the Reputation system, complete.
So, chat, not gonna lie, the map doesn't seem that bad, but it kind of looks like a mix of Night Haven Labs and what was I gonna say? Night Haven Labs, and I have no clue why, but Tower. It reminds me of Tower. Oh, Oh my God, it's called Skyscraper. No, Tower. Skyscraper is the Chinese map. Tower is like the big. You know what I mean, like the one with the like elevator thing. Okay.
with
I think
new
it's
UI
pretty,
and a grace
cool,
period
the
during
map,
which the
but
team
it's
will continue to
too cramped, and it's gonna be like Night Haven Labs where there's no like Consulate where there's corners everywhere and people are gonna be pulling with shotguns.
monitor the system. For more details on this new phase, let's hear from UX designer Roland Poe.
Right.
With the launch of the commendation system last
Bro,
season,
has that
we've been really happy to see how everyone's been using it. Giving and receiving commends, getting the alpha pack drops, and
Yo, type in the comments how many comments you had this season. I personally, on my main, had 406 comments, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. I don't know what the average person has, but I know I have 506 commendations.
maintaining their streaks, and just generally celebrating the positivities that Siege has to offer. We've also been monitoring the system and listening to your feedback, which is why the commendation system and reputation system were hooked together, now acting as one to provide guidance, to promote positivity, and to create a safe play space for all. In Year 8, Season 4, we're going to be activating the reputation system in a grace period. And what that means is you're going to see new UI in the Reputation Center, you're going to see increased notices in-game, and the first look at the impacts that will start to affect your account.
Chat, let me know, Coke or Pepsi? I'm Team Coke. I don't know why. I just no. That's the one thing I do not like about the new Coca-Cola bottles is that when you open the cap, you see this little thing right here. It's so hard to rip off the bottle. Like it's so annoying. Couldn't they just keep the caps like the same? Like why would they add that little bit of plastic? It's literally the most useless thing ever. I'm literally gonna pull it off anyway and use the cap the same way as I did before. You're just making it way harder.
Based on your reputation standing. And these impacts can be things such as changes to the rewards you get at the end of each match, it can be access to playlists, and it can be progress towards special drops and exclusive cosmetic bonuses. With the updated Reputation Center UI, you're going to see a lot of information all about how to get the best standings. You'll see information about how the system works, about each of the individual standings, and personalized information dedicated to you. You'll see things such as guides about how to spread positivity, about the individual impacts that will be affecting your account once we leave grace period,
That's W for you.
as well as tips and tricks you can use in your matches, throughout the game, and even beyond to become great Siege community members and great Siege players. As always, we'll be monitoring the system and listening to your feedback, and with everyone together, making the Rainbow Six Siege community as great as it can be.
Next up is an explosive topic that's been cooking up for quite some time: frag grenades. They're changing in a
I've seen this on TikTok. This is the stupidest thing Ubisoft could have done. Like, why would you take away cooking frag grenades when it's one of the like best things you can do in the game? Like, it makes people smart. It actually makes people use their brains, especially on border, where you can get the grenade and throw it onto the ceiling above you and get an easy kill. Like, this is the most stupid cooking grenades. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have a grenade. You're gonna throw it, and the enemy's gonna obviously run away. Like, you have all the time to run away from the grenade that's not cooked. You have all the time. There's no excuses to get like. There's no excuses someone should have if they get killed by an uncooked grenade. Like, how stupid do you have to be? How brainy do you have to be to get killed by a non-cooked grenade? Ubisoft, I hope you change this back one day because this is stupid. Grenades are gonna be useless. Like, what's the point? Oh my god, IQ's gonna have grenades. IQ's gonna have grenades. What's the point of having grenades if they're useless?
Associate Game Director Joshua Mills is here to tell you how and why.
Balancing.
So the current state of frag grenades in Siege is that they're incredibly powerful. Basically,
Oh, shit.
they are killing machines. You don't have time to react to them if they're cooked properly, and they can take out a decent amount of
That's the
utility,
whole
and by
point.
decent, I mean
That's literally the whole point of the grenades. To cook them so the enemy doesn't have enough time to react, so you get the kill and you can proceed to push in further. With this thing, they're just gonna run away, and then when you won't have time. Whatever. Just
all utility
even know
depending
what
on
to
how
say.
they're being tossed,
I'm speechless.
and they can take down soft destruction. What are we doing with the frags? We're removing the ability to cook the grenades. They're still as powerful as before as far as
No, they're
the
not.
damage they can do and their killing potential,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's more reactive for the defenders.
Exactly.
So basically, a grenade comes in, you have to make a decision. Do you move into more precarious position? But again, we are removing the
This guy just say,
So basically, a grenade comes in, you have to make a decision.
you have to make a
Do you
decision
move
to...
into more precarious position?
No, you're just gonna sit on the grenade and wait till it blows up. Obviously, they're gonna move every single time. This is why it's pointless of removing the grenade cooking. How about you could have just decreased the amount you can cook the grenade instead of taking it all away? Like, what's the point?
But again, we are removing the ability to cook them. When you deploy them, they'll have a 4-second fuse timer.
Yo, chat, do I have a good headline? Would I be looking good with a buzz cut? Let me know in the comments if you think I'd look good with buzz cut.
On them. And then after bouncing off a surface, that fuse timer actually drops a little bit. This is very similar to how the flash grenades work currently. The biggest benefit to the change that we're trying to do with the frags is to allow operator diverse loadouts, which is, it's not the must pick. It is pick based on scenario and based on situation you're in. You can't just have the one pick option that is the option, because there's no point for anything else to exist if that's the case. You want that and distributing. We want more operators to have them and have access to them and be able to play around with coming up with new ways to build out their loadouts.
This season, the Rainbow Six Siege team is looking for players to participate in the Siege Marketplace Beta.
Okay,
To tell us more about what that is and how to register,
this is actually the biggest W they could have released this season. I actually made a YouTube shorts about this. I couldn't speak up because I was scared, and I can't tell you now properly what this is about. So this marketplace is a W overall, and you're just gonna listen to the video and let me know in the comments what you think about this. But personally, I think this is the biggest W they could have actually added to the game.
for it, here's Business Strategy Director Mohammed Ben Hanada.
We are happy to announce that we'll be launching a marketplace on Siege. So for over 8 years, we have released hundreds and thousands of skins on Rainbow Six Siege. This is a place where you'll be able to buy and sell skins.
There is no way there's hundreds and thousands of skins. I keep getting duplicates of the same skins. Yeah, I think Ubisoft should add a section where, or like a Discord section on the like official Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege Discord, and people can send like their weapon skins ideas, and the ones with the most votes enter like a competition with the other ones with the most votes, and the last one gets like added, and Ubisoft picks the rarity and the way to get the skin. Because these like leaf skins, these seasonal skins, they're not the same as they used to be, and they're not adding new skins. They're all like repetitive. Okay, let's get into the Siege market
between each other. We want to give you the possibility to actually sell the skins that you don't want anymore and to buy skins that you no longer can get from the store. You will be able to register for this marketplace beta through the QR code or the website link on the screen right now. This marketplace will be available on browser, through PC or mobile. All of the transactions will be made through Rainbow Six credits on this platform. We will be selecting players to give us...
Wait a minute, so you can only use R6 credits, not Renown? In my shirt I did say Renown and R6 credits. So that's what I thought, but now I realize I think it's only R6 credits, guys.
feedback, test the feature before we fully launch it in year 9.
W!
Coordination, teamwork, and map knowledge are crucial in Siege. Easier said than done, of course, but 2 features coming this season will give you new ways to practice with your friends and sharpen your skills. Technical architect Alex Busby, creative director Alexander Karpazes, and Associate Game Director Christopher Budgeon have all the details.
With Year 8 Season 4, we're introducing the Versus AI playlist. The first iteration of this playlist.
They are removing Terrorist Hunt from the game, guys. They are removing Terrorist Hunt. How are people gonna get good at the game now? Like, oh wait. Let's listen to this, and then we're gonna comment how they're gonna get good at the game, because they are releasing something even better than Terrorist Hunt. Look at
Will
this,
allow
guys.
our players to compete against Defender AI operators in Clubhouse in our bomb game mode. And these AI are a bit different from what our players are used to. They are engineered and designed to emulate how our players play the game. Some experienced players might even notice the AI using their favorite power positions or gadget strategies. At launch,
Imagine walking into a building and you see like the AI doing champ strats. That's crazy, because they can do anything. They program to play like pro players as well, like Bolo and stuff. So imagine walking into a building getting just flicked on.
The Versus AI playlist will have 2 difficulty levels. The first aimed at onboarding new players, so a bit more of a forgiving environment to help people learn and enjoy the mechanics of Siege. While the second is there to provide a more challenging environment for our elite players to warm up with. You will join a game, you will matchmake, you will have friends in your squad. The AI will be setting up the bomb site, they'll be putting gadgets in the same place as players do, and they will be defending it as fiercely as players do. In the coming seasons, we plan to release new operators available for the AI to choose from, new maps, and players will be able to play as the defending team against attacker AI.
That's dope.
MapRun is a new
Let me know what you think of that in the comments. In my opinion, this is going to be way better than Terrorist Hunt.
learning tool we're bringing for players, which allows them to specifically learn maps. It will be focused on guiding players on how to navigate and how to learn callouts and how to communicate with your squad. With MapRun, we have 2 learning modes, the target drill and the landmark drill. Within the landmark drill, players will be given an image as well as some different information about that specific location. Once they find that landmark, they'll be able to interact with it and they'll be given a new one. In target drill, there'll be pre-placed dummies and commonly found enemy positions on the map. That way, you can get in with your squad and start to think about where do we clear the map? Where are enemies commonly found? Where do they like to hide? In the target drill, you can turn aggression on or off. So now the dummies will shoot back and you'll have to get into a good position while you clear the room.
Ubisoft W.
MapRun will launch with 7
Best
maps.
season, best season.
This will include our new Lair map as well as the revamped Consulate map. Try learning Lair through MapRun. This is the beginning of MapRun, and we really want to hear from you. What training tools do you want from an experienced player? What training tools do you want to bring your new friends into the game? All of this information will be great for us as we continue to build and evolve MapRun for the years to come.
So you just saw a lot of exciting stuff when it comes to the AI playlist and all of the onboarding features that we're introducing this year. This does come to a difficult conversation when it comes to situations and training grounds in the game. We'll be removing...
Did chat you Wolfguard or Red Hammer team? Team Red Hammer or Team Wolfguard? Or Viper Strike?
Situations and training grounds, or as some others call it, T-Hunt, from the game. This is a very difficult decision for some very good reasons. We're introducing a lot of tools today that teach the player the game and allow them to warm up, and it brings them closer to that true experience of our ranked game mode. Every single time that we change an operator, update a map, or change the balancing that affected T-Hunt, it meant that we diverted resources away from us making better and improved features in the game itself. But we are committed to the features of AI Playlist, the map run feature, which you just saw, and finally, we'll be bringing even more updates to the shooting range so that new players and experienced veterans will have what they need to experience Siege to the fullest.
Quick question. Do you play Siege with a controller?
Yes, sir.
And I've got 3 words for you. Full controller remapping. And that's not all. Associate producer Jane Gonkar from our Kyiv studio is here to share the good news.
Oh, guys, biggest W. Biggest W. Ubisoft biggest
We are
up.
excited to announce that we are rolling out the first iteration of input customization for controllers. This will allow controller players to map up their own schematic, which is great, since those bring benefits to players wishing to get an edge of their game and accessibility
What
for
is she
players with special
saying?
needs. We are also planning to bring several smaller features, like for example, the trigger the zone customization and stick the zone tweaking that comes as direct result of community requests. Stick dead zones can now be set all the way down
Wait, so they couldn't go all the way down to 0 yet? I swear I had mine to 0, I swear.
to 0. Just bear in mind that some devices might have drift issues depending on their make and condition. Another feature that players have been actively mentioning is improving the hip leaning input on controllers. Something we are glad to announce we have a
Chat. We can hip lean on console now. After 8 years of this game, we finally got hip leaning on console. But I have no clue what buttons we're gonna press to hip lean on console, since the controller is literally moving, shooting. Like, what am I gonna hip lean with these? This is gonna be too OP for the controllers with the back paddles on them. I don't know. Are we gonna like have to double press this without aiming in? I have no clue how this is gonna work, but still, big W Ubisoft, big W Ubisoft.
solution coming later this season.
Oh, it's gonna be later this season, right?
When you take a look at the Operation Deep Freeze Battle Pass rewards this season, you'll notice a few helpful changes.
They need to change this battle pass, because right now it looks like a maze. I do not like the new layout of the battle pass. It used to be so much better with the old layout, all nice and clean. Here it has some labyrinths, some barricades you have to bust through. I have no clue what this is.
Business Strategy Director Mohammed Benhanada is back to give us the scoop.
I told you last season that we will be looking at improving the navigation on the Battle Pass.
Yeah, you
This
should've.
season, we will be bringing the map that will be interactive. It's an easier way for you to actually see the overall.
What is this? Okay, so I was just talking about labyrinths and making it more cleaner now, but now we've got an even bigger labyrinth. I have no clue what this is.
Battle Pass and navigate through it.
There's so
Can't
many
wait to have your
glitches.
feedbacks on this, and it's only a
Oh,
first step
right,
to
I get
improve
it,
the
I get it,
navigation in the Battle Pass. So again, stay tuned for even more.
Yo, that channel is sick.
It's time to learn more about the operator who gives Operation Deep Freeze its name. When you need to
Tubaru.
cool things
Tubaru.
down
Tubaru.
and put the attack on ice,
It's OP.
you'll want Turboral on your team.
Tubarao.
Art director Joanna Choi is here for
Tubarao.
insights on the design of this operator, and then we'll go to
OP.
director of
Tubarao
gameplay
is
design
gonna
Jeremy
ban
Carvon and game
everything.
designer Dominic Clement for details on Turbo's chilling gadget.
Tubarao. Tubarao.
The idea came from visual inspirations like Portuguese serving champions. So we suit him with military grade diving gear as well as a
Alright.
diving survival knife. And of course, we topped that off with the traditional DAE signature beret. We also gave him wide shoulders from swimming, and we gave him a big wide smile to draw people in. But at the same time, he's very empathetic and he has kind eyes.
So for Tubarao, we created this modern cryogenic canister, which contain liquid nitrogen and liquid oxygen that are separated for security reasons.
I just realized, is there like no one in Ubisoft that knows how to speak English properly? Like, is there no one?
And when the canister is ready to get thrown,
I mean, they can speak English, but I mean with like an English accent, like an American or British accent. Like, is there no one?
the two liquids are blended, creating this mixture that has strong cooling capacities. The canister has a glass that will break on impact, releasing this compound that will spread around and that will affect all the surfaces and all the objects that it gets in contact with.
Diving deeper into Tubaro's
I already
ability,
knew that though.
Tubaro bring the Zoto Ganister. These things are throwable that will detonate on impact. And when they detonate, they will release a super cool compound
I wonder if
that
it
will
frees the
freeze
claymore.
pretty much everything in its path. As an attacker, when you step into this effect, you're gonna notice it. You're gonna be
That's
slowed
the
down.
OP part
You'll
about
also
this.
be
You're gonna see-
leaving
see, you can
frozen
see the
footsteps.
footsteps.
So these footsteps are visible on the surface you're walking on, But be careful because they're also visible on the surface below.
Yeah,
the effect
it's
is not
pretty OP.
everlasting, it's only a few seconds. If you have any of your gadgets that are in the area of effect of the Zoto canister, they will be disabled or they will be paused. We realized that, well, with really cool temperature, your electronics go down. If you have enough ice, you can also affect mechanical gadget, like mechanical joints and stuff like that. So that was kind of like the eureka moment where we was like, it can also be affecting mechanical gadgets. So when you're facing a termite and you see the charge start to fuse, you have this moment of reaction where you can deploy your Zoto canister on the wall. You're going to be stopping the termite and its track. And now you're giving your team breathing room and some time to kind of think, okay, what's going to happen? What are we going to do with this? Because it's not going to destroy the termite charge. It's just going to freeze it and stop it for a second. The wall is still going to blow up at the end of the effect.
Okay, it's good that it
Barrow's
actually
role
blows
is
up
one
at the
of
end, because imagine if they froze the wall and the gadget and it just would have been frozen for the whole game. At least they thought about it and they actually did this for a period of time. I don't get the point of that though.
A flex operator.
Oh, it's so Bandit can run arcade and or mute and just put another one of the gadgets down and destroy it. Okay. Understandable.
This operator can both play as a roamer and as an anchor. As an anchor,
I don't know why would someone play this as a roamer. This guy has gadgets to counter breaching devices and fuses and all the other stuff that can destroy site or let the attackers come into site, and tell me someone's going to be roaming with this guy. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised because I still see people roaming with Dark Rook and all those anchoring operators that are supposed to stay on site, mute, smoke. So to be honest, I'm not going to be surprised if someone roams with this guy as well, even though he's a typical anchor operator in my opinion so far.
So Barrow's role is really to kind of slow down a push so that the defender can really react to whatever the attacker are throwing at them. But as a roamer, you can do similar things, but do it at a further distance and be kind of safe from fuse or something like that, and be able to switch between.
He got Maverick's gun as well, the DMR. That's OP. That's OP.
Your roaming role where you disrupt the attack.
Oh, so it does freeze the Claymore.
Further from the objective and be quickly running back to site and slow down whatever is happening.
Oh, so he doesn't get slowed down by. Oh yeah, he does
on the objective.
I don't think he does. Guys, does he get slowed down by his own ice, or is it all the other operators?
Of RAM, vertical play has been playing quite a big role. So with this gadget, you can use it to deploy on the ceiling and disrupt these attackers that are above you. You can also use it to slow down the attackers, freeze them, disrupt them, or also.
Imagine doing that, throwing your RAM, getting frozen, getting C4 from below. I would literally just leave the game at that point. Cannot lie to you guys. So far, it's W season and OP operator.
So freeze other breaching charge that they may be placing on the ceiling.
Frozen device.
Of synergy, I would say, is the gadget denial. So you have Bandit, Kaid, and Mute. Barrow will be joining their rank and denying the wall for the attackers. You can pair this operator with, let's say, Bandit, and give Bandit more time to replace his battery and Bandit trick while the attackers are trying to breach. The second group, I would say, is the intel group. You have Pulse.
Chat, does my face look weird? Because for some reason my camera is inverted, so I look weird as hell. Like it's not supposed to be like this. I promise I'm not this ugly, chat, please.
And Solis, they provide a lot of information and a lot of intel for Barrow so he can deploy his gadget and hopefully catch the attackers that are playing upstairs or in the room next to you. The final group is, I would call, the trap operator. So you can think of Ela, Fenrir, or the other trap operators. These gadgets can be paired with the Zoto canister to really create some really disruptive and effective traps for the attackers. Looking at the counters, the first one is Maverick. Because yes, despite having a fiery gadget,
that makes sense. Because fire and ice gets melted by fire, and fire melts ice.
The only hard breacher who will still be able to go through a reinforcement wall that is affected by this gadget. You can also bring an operator like Zofia, because Zofia's explosive charge will not be affected by the Zoto canister. So you can use it to destroy the canister.
Does that mean you can use ashes as well?
And get rid of the effect. You can also bring frag grenades, which will also not be affected by the Zoto canister. Finally, we also.
How are you going to throw it when you're not allowed to cook grenades? Because Ubisoft decided it's a good idea to take away cooking from grenades. So, well, you're just going to throw it at the ceiling and it's going to bounce down at the floor and you're going to wait till it explodes on the floor? Like what?
We have operators like Twitch and Zero. Their gadget, equipped with their laser, will be able to zap the canister and get rid of the effect.
So there's a lot of
if
counters.
you just want to wait and be patient, you can just wait for the effect to run out. But if
that's so realistic. As soon as he breaks the canister, all the ice disappears instantly.
you're not patient and you want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, you can shoot it, you can melee it, you can use your sledge and sledge it. It will immediately remove the
Who is this guy? He's kind of cute.
Effect, and the ice will melt. Taking a look at the primary weapons of Tubarão, we have two options. First one is the MPX, which is a classic weapon, one that you can see on the Valkyrie. It's a wonderful weapon for a flex operator. Your second option is the AR-15.
Another W.
Yes, a DMR on defense. This DMR creates a lot of destructions, and also the weapon is pretty loud, pretty powerful, so they'll be scared.
DMR.
In terms of secondary weapon, you have one option, the P226 MK25.
The AR-15 sounds so good with the suppressor, like it's so satisfying, you know, the noise.
It's a reliable secondary weapon. So we wanted Tubarão to be able to really fulfill his role as a flex operator. So we gave him a balance of 2-2, 2 health, 2 speed. In terms of secondary gadgets, you have two options. The first option is the Nitro Cell, which is...
We don't need another option. As soon as we hear Nitro Cell, you don't need to give us another option. Everyone is going to play the Nitro
really
Cell.
Useful when you play this operator in a vertical way. You can try to catch the attacker upstairs. You're able to catch them with your gadget, but be careful. Don't throw your Nitro Cell and your own gadgets because they will be disabled. So try to play smart and try to anticipate where the players are going to go if you do catch them. Your second option is the Proximity Alarm. This one is great to bring if you're more aiming towards using it as an horizontal gameplay. It allows you to put...
Comment below if you would pick the proximity mines over the C4. No!
In the doorway and have an early warning so you can deploy your Zoto canister in this doorway and make the attacker think twice before swinging on you. This operator is super unique, and the fact that it brings not only a disabling effect for electronic, but for the first time, it brings a disabling effect for mechanical gadget. So it affects pretty much everything. At every moment of the round, you have something that you can contribute with your gadget, and there's something that you can do that will hopefully make your team win.
You can play the season test server for Operation Deep Freeze starting tomorrow.
I'm gonna
explore
upload a video.
new strategies with his gadget and chill your opponents to the core. And remember, whether you're on the test server or just playing as usual, reporting issues you encounter to R6Fix will give you the chance to earn some neat rewards. Now, before we wrap up, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Get ready to fight.
Yeah, hey there, I do. Never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improved.
Yo, chat is collab. W skin. W. Getting kind of hot. Actually, take that back. No, she's not. Chat. I can't cheat on my. Oh, one sec, chat. This is the like Ubisoft, release this skin. We need this. We need this skin. We don't need anything else. We don't need other skins. We just, everyone needs this elite. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of the season in the comments. My opinion is pretty good. I like everything about it pretty much, except from the grenades cooking. And the map kind of reminds me of Nighthaven and the tower map. Other than that, I really like the marketplace. I really like the controller and the what else did I like? Pretty much everything, but the battle pass and the grenades. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think of the season, and we're gonna be playing the new season soon. For me, it's gonna be in 3 days. I don't know when you're gonna watch this. Maybe you're gonna watch this while the season's out. I'm going to be ending the video right here, and I'm probably going to be recording another video tonight where my girlfriend is going to be doing my makeup every single time I die in a ranked game on my PC, well, my gaming laptop, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not the best, my game keeps crashing as well, that's why I said maybe we'll do that video. But the way this is going to work is every single time I die, my girlfriend's going to put a piece of makeup on me and something like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be wrapping up here